I'm sorry.
Is von Bergov's interrogation starting soon?
You came at the right time. We're just about to deal with him. And you can join in.
Welcome to Sukdol, Lord von Bergov. Despite the circumstances that brought you here.
It is an honor, Peter. Compared to what I had to endure from Zizka and Kunstadt, your good manners are a welcome change.
I'll do my best to make your, involuntary stay no more inconvenient than it has to be.
Aren't you being a bit too welcoming, Sir Peter?
Just what I was thinking. Fuck that bollocks! He's a captive, not some busty wench. He's only alive to squeal what he knows. It'd be quicker if I just beat it out of him.
Hold your horses. He's a noble and Sigismund's right hand. If we torture him, he'll be no use to us as a hostage, and Sigismund will be out to avenge him.
That's true. Even though I'd be only too happy to settle scores with him. I gave him my word.
Why the fuck should I care about that?
When it comes down to it, the word of a nobleman is an oath before God. Even the devil must respect that.
Fuck this shit. The longer I listen to this bastards, the more my fists itch.
Instead of these pathetic threats, why do you not make me an offer? You do know that I am...
Shut your trap, Otto. Right now you're nothing. You lost most of your men at Rabos, and the rest croaked when we took Malashov. So what do you have left? A nice coat? And a smug face?
Do you really think Sigismund made me his chamberlain because of my soldiers? Or to have someone to take care of the running of conquered fortresses?
Shut up, damn it! We're asking the questions.
Really? Then why have I not heard a single one yet? And what a shame that is. I am a pragmatic man, and I'm sure we can work something out. But lay a hand on me, and you will not hear a single word.
He's right. Apart from von Aulifs, he's Sigismund's closest man. He knows everything about him and his plans. We should try it the peaceful way first.
You're buying that? He talks just like Jobst. When he gets here, they can yap till doomsday for all I care. But now we just don't have the time.
Jobst wants to come back here. After he got away from us by the skin of his teeth?
Well, he has to show Sigismund our army up close.
So it's true. I couldn't believe the Margrave had finally made a move. I thought he would never march into battle.
What's wrong, sir? You're not afraid, are you?
Afraid that Jobst, that court schemer, might defeat a warlord like Sigismund in the field? Although, I expect you people have no idea of the situation Sigismund is in right now.
Oh. What situation is he in, then?
In the shit, Lord Trotznov. In the shit. So, a sensible person should seize every opportunity that presents itself. And I am eminently sensible. Lord Capon.
Yes?
When you came to Trotsky, you were carrying a message with an offer of an alliance from Lords Hanush and Radzik, were you not?
Exactly.
I think it is time I gave you my answer.
Seriously?
Are you not glad? I thought that was what you were after the whole time.
I don't think Henry shares your sense of politics, sir.
You think I'm some villain, don't you? But I've only ever wanted what is best, believe me. What is best for this country, for my loyal supporters, and, naturally, for myself. And I'm not ashamed of that. And it appears that Sigismund is no longer what is best. He's in trouble, both here and in Hungary. The army is not getting paid. Morale is poor, and the Kuttenbeck miners are rebelling. So the crown is running out of silver.
I see. The butcher's on his way, so you want to flee the pigsty, eh?
Naturally. And together we can even set fire to this pigsty, as you put it. If you want my advice.
I'm all ears, sir.
The last straw Sigismund is grasping is the royal treasury at the Italian court. If he were to lose his silver, he wouldn't be able to pay his soldiers and would have to withdraw to Hungary.
We're supposed to rob the Italian court.
The most secure place in the town?
Of course. And while you're there, you can also free the lords captured at Raborz.
My father.
Lord Pisek, as the former mintmaster, you must surely know of some way to sneak in.
There is no way. The court's an impregnable fortress.
Really? What about tunneling in? There are hundreds of tunnels beneath the city, and if I'm not mistaken, one of them runs beneath the court.
That's total madness. There might be some passageway leading there, but no one knows those old tunnels now. Besides, they might collapse at any time. One could easily come to a bad end there.
But that can also happen when you try to mount a horse drunk. What's with this tunnel?
There's a whole labyrinth of tunnels under the city. You'd have to dig from inside the treasury to find the one you want. And where they all lead to, God alone knows.
God and me.
Oh, pardon me, milady, but how would you know?
Not all young noble women devote their days to embroidery, Sir Peter. I look after Father's documents, and I know all about the plans of the passageways beneath our palace. St. James's Church owes its existence in part to the generous donations of the Routards. So in the past we had a secret underground entrance built into its crypts, and St. James's is right next to the Italian court.
A handy escape route from the palace, eh? If you don't mind crawling through a tunnel, that is.
In short, you can theoretically walk directly from Routard Palace to the Italian court.
Sure. That is, after breaking through the walls that separate the crypt from the tunnel, and the tunnel from the cellars.
That sounds almost too easy.
You took the words out of my mouth. With a bit of luck, we'll get to the cellars of the court. What then?
What do you think? The guards will come down on you and it'll all be over.
So we need someone who can help us on the inside. Someone who'll distract the guards and lead us to the silver.
Christian of Pisek is the steward at the Italian court. He could help us.
Perhaps. But my brother's never been easy to deal with. He'd be taking a big risk, and besides, he doesn't have the Mintmaster's key to the treasury. I'm afraid Vavak's your only hope. It's just that you can't trust him.
There is one other possibility.
Oh? What's that, Sir Otto?
Perhaps you have heard about the expected arrival here of a rare visitor from very far away.
Who? Do you mean... Surely not.
The very one.
What the fuck are you talking about? Speak clearly.
Well then, a papal legate is on his way to the town directly from Rome. He's coming to adjudicate the dispute about the new church.
What's that got to do with us?
Where would he be received except at the Italian court, along with his entourage? No one knows them, no one has ever seen them, and very few understand their language. They might as well be volunteering for you to take their place.
Well, bugger me. This is starting to sound fucking good.
What? What do you mean, take their place? Are we supposed to kill them, or what?
Why not? I had a feeling you were not concerned about a few corpses. At Maleshov, you slaughtered the whole village. What is one legate compared to that?
Jesus! Get a grip, fellas. Do you want to burn in hell?
Calm down. We'll just lock the Pope's lackey up for a bit, and once we've got the silver, we'll let him go again. No one gets hurt.
St. Joseph, cover thy ears!
Where will we find that legate?
He's staying in Loretz, at the vineyard. He's got the use of the whole place for himself and his escort. But I don't know how many there are.
Good. We'll send Catherine there to have a look.
And then we'll burst in there and cause a bit of a fuss, so he doesn't get any stupid ideas. And that'll be that.
Is there no other way to solve it? Without violence?
Gentlemen, the legate is a man of the cloth, like me. I know Latin, and even a bit of Italian too, as it happens. I could explain to him what we need. Maybe we can persuade him to go along with it.
He'll tell us to kiss his arse, more likely.
Sir Hinek, never underestimate the power of sweet words. Especially when the listener has a knife at his throat.
It's true, none of us would be very convincing as an Italian cardinal. It'd be better if we made him take us with him, as his retinue.
But what do we do with the legate's real retinue?
Lock them up at the Devil's Den. One of our men can guard them there.
A couple more peculiar fellas blabbering nonsense won't look out of place there in the slightest.
All right, let's say we get inside with the legate. What then? What if he betrays us?
That's why we mustn't let him out of our sight. Godwin will take care of that.
Me?
You said you spoke Italian, didn't you? If he starts squealing, you'll hold a dagger to his ribs and ask him politely to play nice.
May God look the other way.
Meanwhile, the rest of us will have to deal with the guards inside, prepare the ground for digging, and open the treasury.
That's damned risky.
No one will be expecting us. As long as we don't make a ruckus too soon, it'll all be over. And the whole place will be ours before they even notice.
What if the legate refuses to talk to us?
Well, we can always beat him up. Take his clothes and let someone else put them on. Like, Godwin, eh? Since he's a priest.
Hold on. I'm not going to play the jester for anyone.
Nobody's asking you to. We stick to the plan. We'll work on the legate so he agrees to take us in with him. Then we'll find a way somehow.
All right. I can't think of anything better anyway.
Agreed then. We'll try gentle persuasion to begin with. And now, to the task. Henry, you go to the town and squeeze anything that could help us out of Vavak.
Most importantly, get that key from him.
Then wait for us at Rotard Palace, where we'll set up our base. We'll get there first thing in the morning.
And how are you going to get inside? The palace will be closed and may be guarded. I don't expect you want to march through the main entrance, where everyone can see you, and break the gate down while you're at it.
That's true, milady. What do you suggest?
There's not only a passageway to the church, but also down to the river. I know it like the back of my hand. I could show Henry the way if you like.
No offense, my lady, but you'll be safer here.
She's coming with me. Nobody knows Ruthard Palace as well as Lady Rosa.
Do you want to get into the court? Then you need Ruthard Palace. You want Ruthard Palace? Then I'm coming along.
All right. Both of you are going to town. And no dawdling. You should be on the road tomorrow at the latest. Time is of the essence.
That's that then. Let's get to work.
What do you think of the deal with von Berghoff?
I don't care about von Berghoff right now. Did you see how everyone ignored me there? I may be younger than them, but I'm still a nobleman.
They're nobles too.
The devil may have been born a noble, but he chose to become a dirty robber baron.
But it clearly made an impression on von Berghoff.
I think it was the fire at Malashov that got him. I expected you, of all people, would try to put a stop to it.
How many do we have?
Only 4.
We were running out of time. What would I gain by arguing with him then and there?
I don't know. Maybe those poor peasants would still be alive. I thought that bloody massacre in Skalitz taught you what evil looks like. And I'm really surprised you approve of devil's ways now.
If Sir Hanush saw you at Malashov, he'd be proud.
Well, now I just look like a fool. And it was only thanks to me that von Berghoff even lived to see that council.
But you can't really blame Sam. If you were in his place, you'd see red too.
Whatever. Someone like him has no business threatening a noble's life.
Someone like him?
You know what I mean. Why do you keep defending that madman?
Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on him.
You really should. If we're to make it out of the Italian court alive, you've got to keep him in line.
Oh, you're forgetting Samuel's not the only Hellraiser in our band. I can keep an eye on him, but what about the likes of Adder?
Don't even get me started.
I hope it's not too comfortable for you here. Just say the word and I'll arrange it so you can sleep down in the cellars.
No need to worry, lad. Being under one roof with Zizka and Kunstadt is torment enough.
I'd never have thought it'd be so easy. Getting revenge on you, I mean. First Istvan Toth, now you. And tomorrow...
By tomorrow, you may all be dead. Actually, I would say that is becoming more and more likely.
Would you like to know how Istvan died? What it sounded like when he fell out of that window and got smashed on the rocks below the tower?
You seem to be laboring under the naive illusion that I cared about Doth. You killed a murderer and a fool. All you achieved by that was saving us the trouble.
Don't try that tough talk on me. You're afraid, aren't you?
Afraid of what? You?
Of not being firmly in charge for once. You have to dance to someone else's tune. And that terrifies you.
An interesting idea. I will remember it when I am dining with Lord Pisek, and you are picking up crumbs outside somewhere.
Do you really believe our plan can succeed?
You'll need a big dose of luck, but I think it might just work. Normally, careful preparations would be underway by now, arranging for the silver to be split up and moved to several locations, various safety measures, evaluation of all possible risks, but we don't have time for that.
What are we going to use Sigismund's silver for?
Don't count your chickens before they've hatched, lad. If you really do get your hands on the silver, you need to get away with it first. As far as possible. Margrave Jobst will find some use for it later. Or do you have any other suggestions?
If we have a chance to raise an army against Sigismund, we should spend the whole lot on it.
Yes. I think Jobst will share your opinion. And hopefully, it'll be enough.
Then what if our plan fails?
Then you will have to hide or defend yourself. King Sigismund will not let something like that go unpunished. You'll either have to flee across the border or count on influential allies. And if not influential, then at least strong. I'll also be punished, of course. I'll lose my keep, my estates, my position, and finally, maybe even my life.
We better try our damnedest then, when everything's at stake.
Yes, that will be a wise approach.
Lady Rosa seemed right at home during von Burgov's interrogation.
That she did. She really is her father's daughter. She has her late mother's beauty. God grant her eternal peace. But she really got her personality from Kunzlin. Had she been born a boy, Rutald would have had an heir other men could only dream of.
Do you also find it strange how quickly von Burgov turned his coat and started helping us?
Indeed I do, but there are several likely explanations. The king's position in the country is even more precarious than we thought, and his allies are leaving him in ever greater numbers.
But what would von Burgov stand to gain if Sigismund returned to Hungary?
That I do not know, and I fear the day we find out, because If I know one thing about Otto, it's that he never acts recklessly.
What will you do when me and Lady Rosa go to town?
We need to fix ourselves up. We've got some wounded to take care of. We also need to work out some details of our plan.
Such as?
That retard passageway will help us. But it's only the first step. We need to know how the court runs, and then what we'll load the silver onto, and where we'll take it. And, just in case, we need to know escape routes from the town.
What will happen to von Bergov now?
What do you think? He'll stay here. Pisek will watch him and keep him company. Well, he may not be as pretty as Rutard's daughter, but he could get some more useful information out of him.
How does von Bergov seem to you? He's not nearly as threatening now.
W dupie mam Bergowa. Ale ta dzierlatka, którą ukrywał w wieży, jest warta grzechu. Piękna, młoda, wzór cnót niewieścich. Gdy jednak zaciągniesz się do wyrka, to będziesz rad, że dożyjesz rana. To widać od razu.
She Ruthard's daughter, you pig. No hostage. She on our side.
Tym lepiej. Myśmy ją przecież oswobodzili. Jeśli jest dobrze wychowana, to miałaby się nam wszystkim odwdzięczyć.
Is he talking about Rosa?
He just say she is a very fine lady. No more.
What did you think of von Bergov's interrogation?
Oh, well, no blood was spilled. Nobody got tortured, and Otto kept all his fingers. So if you ask me, it went nice and peacefully.
Isn't it strange how von Bergov suddenly bends over backwards to help us?
Not really. He's a selfish fucker who goes where the wind blows in his favor. Actually, I kinda like that about him.
Is there any chance we could actually pull off this robbery?
If everyone does what they're told and we're as lucky as hell, why not?
But what if the plan falls apart?
I won't lie. There's a very high chance some things will go belly up. And if it does, we'll all be praying for a quick death.
You're not serious about praying for a quick death, are you?
You fucking bet I am. Getting caught with Sigismund's silver in our clutches would be the beginning of a very long and fucking painful journey to the afterlife.
The Lord be with you. What brings you here?
I beg your pardon, my lady, but could you tell me what's new around here? I'm asking because I've just arrived and I'd like to know more about this region.
If it's mercenary work you're interested in, I can't help you. You'll have to ask elsewhere. God be with you.
Samuel will pull through, but Berta won't survive the night. I tried a chamomile decoction, but he's in too much pain to fall asleep.
You have a kind master, eh, Doggy?
Did you hear what was arranged with von Bergov?
Of course, but I don't even have the will to shake my head anymore.
Is there something you don't like about the plan?
Don't like? You lot have gone mad. First, you bring von Bergov here in shackles. Then you let him put a flea in your ears about how to outsmart the king? And now you want to walk right into his people's clutches? Have you taken leave of your senses, for Christ's sake?
You make it sound like things were different before with Zizka.
You bet your ass it was different. He didn't act like a fool, and only took actions that could actually succeed.
What do you think about Malashov? We were damn lucky.
Unlike the villagers, I don't even want to know how many you left lying dead.
Well, we did what we had to.
That's what you men always say. Better them than us, that's war.
But...
But what? What? You lot slaughtered innocent people. Mothers, fathers. Didn't you live through it yourself?
I couldn't do anything.
Sure. No one can ever do anything. You're just following orders. But the dead don't care. And Berta paid the price for all of you. Sometimes I wonder if we're any better than animals.
What animals?
Leave me be. Go and celebrate your victory or something.
Any idea what'll happen next?
Another madcap scheme, most likely. What else? That's all we ever seem to do, in case you hadn't noticed.
But you got to do something crazy occasionally if you want to achieve big things, don't you?
That's right. Occasionally.
Grüß Gott. Was brauchst du, mein Herr? Oh, excuse me.
It looks like the two of us will be going to Kuttenberg alone.
Lucky me.
Aren't you looking forward to going home?
You're observant. When they captured Pa, von Bergov's people stormed into Rutard Palace.
He didn't come to capture you personally.
No. And that really suited his people. They grabbed whatever they could get their hands on. After what you did to Malashov, we may have lost everything we had.
How do we even get inside Rutard Palace?
At midnight, you climb onto the battlements, turn on your heel 3 times, say the magic formula, and it'll open up.
What?
I've told you, haven't I? Via the secret passage. I know where the entrance is, so all you have to do is come with me.
Are you ready to go?
There's no point in dallying.
All right, let's go.
Well, here we are. I'm not keen on going into that darkness.
Are you afraid?
Of the dark? Me? I'm not a little girl. But God knows what we'll find inside. Especially at the far end.
Well, we'll just have to find out. You said you'd lead the way.
Stick close to me. Let's go. Usually there's only a small trickle running through here. The water must have risen.
How far away is it anyway?
Soon there'll be a fork, and from there it's only a short distance. You'll see.
And where does the passageway end?
In the cellar, conveniently enough. It's always best to arrive inconspicuously. rattled me. Anyway, what's Lord Capon's problem with underground passageways? When I mentioned it at Sukdol, he looked like he was about to faint.
When we were defending the Barkov, we got buried under the rubble from the demolished tower.
Oh my god!
I was lucky to survive it. I still remember him calling for help. He was scared to death. There was nothing we could do. That's when he was captured by von Berghoff. Since then, he's not comfortable with tight spaces.
Sorry. I was a silly goose to bring it up. This is going to be a bit difficult.
Everything all right?
No. Don't you see how deep it is ahead of us?
I hope you don't expect me to carry you.
I most certainly do. Unless you want to prove to me that you really are an uncouth village oaf after all.
Well, what's to be done? I'll carry you over.
Don't worry, though. I'm not some fragile petal. Well, you said it was hardly knee-deep. Is that how you carry a lady, you oaf?
Well, don't complain. No one ever taught me how to do it.
And it shows. Oof. Be careful.
It's just a short way. Hang on.
Oof. Well, you could have been gentler, but I suppose I should be glad you got me here in one piece.
Oh, Sakura. I hear voices. Looks like we've got company. And not welcome company, I reckon.
Look at all this mess. I can hardly recognize this place.
This doesn't look like the work of Avak's people. More like city rabble and beggars.
They're acting like they own the place. If Pa were to see this, we must get rid of them.
What do you mean, get rid of them?
You killed most of von Bergoff's garrison at Malashov, and now you want me to tell you what to do?
My. How quickly Lady Rosa can change her mind. What's the difference between those ragamuffins upstairs and the villagers at Malashov, eh?
But this is our home. Our property. They have no right.
You're right. We have to get rid of them. But maybe it can be done without violence. I'll go and see who they are and what to do about them. Right. Here we go.
Wait a moment. Do you see this ivy here? It goes all the way up to the window of my chamber. That's where I keep my crossbow. I bet that riffraff didn't find it. If I climb up there, I can cover you from above. Just in case.
If you say so. But if anything happens, hide. Got it?
All right. Now turn around so you can't see up my skirt.
All right then. Here we go. I hope Rosa can aim well.
Oh, who let you in here, fucker?
Calm down. I just want to talk. I'm not looking to harm you.
Talk, eh? You don't want to harm us? Hark at him.
Let's get rid of him. What do you say, fellas?
I'm gonna bash your face in.
Suck Rosa? Could you... Rosa! What do you want?
At him, quick! Kill him!
You want to try that? Get it? I've been waiting for you.
Show your stuff!
You're no match for us, fucker.
See, you shit! You're no match for me!
Are you alright?
I am. For now. Are you all right, Henry? I think I hit one too.
You're a good shot. Capon and Kabianka wouldn't believe their eyes.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Oh, damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there, shoot them.
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for a while.
I'll show you.
Oh, what a mess.
No, you don't. If you open it yourself, I'll be nice to you. Hmm?
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece.
Are they gone? All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in. You can come in now.
So, here we are. Welcome home.
It doesn't feel much like home anymore. They were behaving like animals in here.
Right. We've got a lot of work to do. But we'll get there. You'll see. We have to. There's a lot at stake.
That's true. You know, Henry, I want to ask you something. And I want an honest answer, all right? If everything were to go wrong at the Italian court and, God forbid, you had to choose, would you still try to rescue my father, even if it meant putting stealing the silver in jeopardy?
The lives of allies are obviously the most valuable asset to us. Without their support, the silver would be useless anyway.
Not to mention it wouldn't last you very long anyway.
Don't worry. We'll either leave the Italian court with the lords, or...
Or not at all.
Don't worry about the mess. Our boys will happily clean up once they get here. We owe you that.
That's nice. But no one can get back my mother's silver, my brother's hunting trophies, and my books. Some of them are maybe worth more than this entire place.
Are you mad at me because of what happened at Malashov?
Am I mad? Not exactly. I just thought you were different. That you wouldn't stoop to the level of those, well, Ziska and the devil.
What exactly is your problem with Zizka and the devil? Von Bergov is responsible for quite a few dirty tricks too.
They're monsters, with no honor or conscience. They and that pack of theirs. I don't trust them, and they're frightening.
But you can trust me? Or are you lumping us all together now?
No, it's not that. But I thought, or maybe I was just hoping, that you were different.
I'm sorry I let you down.
That's a good start.
An apology is hardly enough for you to forgive me, I know. But I'd like to prove to you that I'm not like that. And I never will be.
Thank you for your candor. If you get the king's silver, my father and I will have to hide. Leave the region, go somewhere out of Sigismund's men's reach, and you and I will have to part ways.
It's such a shame. I'll actually miss you.
Is that so? Well, I'll miss you too.
But if you're safer that way, then it's probably for the best.
There's nothing left here anyway. Just look around. Oh well, there's no use in crying over spilled milk. Ziska's herd will be here tomorrow. I'd like to get some sleep before then. Would you please leave me alone?
All right. I'll keep watch downstairs.
What about Vabag? You were supposed to go and see him today.
I was, but that was before we knew what to expect here. I can't leave you alone now, so it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Thank you. And you get some sleep too, so you're rested up for it.
They left no stone unturned. Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Ziska and the others will most likely be here by now. I should go and have a look.
Witaj, Henryku.
Morning, Adder. How's it going?
Dziś będzie dobry dzień. Czuję to w kościach.
I'd like to learn a few tricks.
I can't now.
Every day, like this one.
I see you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run into any trouble?
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though. Credit where credit's due. He really helped in Malishov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. We'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes, I feel like letting something blow up next to my head, too. Just so as not to have to listen to him for a while. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
Some local beggars set up a lair in here. We had to get rid of them somehow.
What about Rosa? Doesn't she regret coming too?
Why would she? She asked for it herself.
Mainly because you were going. She doesn't seem to like the rest of the group very much.
Well, it's not like you're doing much to change her mind. And the way things look around here certainly didn't improve her mood.
We may be bastards, but we're not ungrateful. Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak, anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get anywhere without his Mint Master's key.
To turn even an honest man's head. But under this
My respects.
Surging in the city with dubious characters moving in, charlatans, sellers of worthless tat who charge dearly.
Those aren't Vavak's men. I smell trouble.
What's that? No entry here.
From knaves and fraudsters, the tax will apply to all of those who make and sell their wares within the city's precincts. To wit, right, blacksmiths,
the fairy tales?
swordsmiths, armourers, cobblers, tailors, tanners, knappers, potters, herblers, goldsmiths.
My respects.
You know what?
Dad wins every time. Just look at it.
Well, look who showed up. Henry, come here and have a seat. I must tell you something.
True.
Sorry, Franzi. Later. Not a soul around. Very odd.
What the? Henry? How the hell did you get in here?
I have my ways.
All right then. Keep your secrets.
Where is Vavak?
He ran off God knows where with the money from his secret enterprise.
And what are you doing here?
That's none of your business. But maybe you could explain something to me. How much did they pay you to tell them about the mint?
Vavak was stealing from the town.
And I could happily continue if you weren't such an honest idiot. Instead of which, I was almost caught and hanged. Fanush, Milosh, come here. Defend yourself. Or don't. At least it'll be easier. Show what you're made of.
Well, that really is disgusting. Fuck you, Vavak, wherever you are. Sorry, Framsy. Later.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Did you see the hole by the craft?
Occasion, eh? Will you go?
I was at the Mint Master's place.
Hold on. Everybody should be hearing this. Well, how did it go? Do you have the key?
Aye, I've got it. But it stinks a bit.
Quel puanteur! Put it away unless you want to see my breakfast.
And what about the Mint Master? Will he help us out?
Vivek has disappeared. I found the key in his house. But I also met Christian of Pisek there. He tried to kill me.
Good thing he didn't succeed. How did that end up?
He's dead.
At least he won't rat on us.
The main thing was to get the key, and we did. What's worse is that we don't have anyone inside the court. Well, can't be helped. Let's get to the point. We must have everything ready before Catherine returns from Loretz, especially the way through to the court.
I should say so. If I'm going to send my men, I have to know exactly where the way through is to be made.
That'll be your job, Henry. And Brabant's going with you.
Excuse-moi? Why should I?
Because you've been telling us you know the Kuttenberg underground like the back of your hand.
And I do, but not firsthand. Only from mind maps and drawings. Nobody will let men of my standing enter those moldy shafts.
What exactly are we supposed to do in that cellar?
Get as far as you can, and mark the spot where Brabant's men will start digging.
I see. Why do I feel like that sounds a bit too easy?
Well, we have no idea what's really down there, so you better have a weapon handy.
Come now. Surely you do not mean...
Rutard's daughter will tell you more. She came up with this part of the plan.
Where are the others, anyway? Kubienka, Ada, and Janos.
They heard there was work to be done, so they left à l'anglaise.
But you do the work of 3, eh? At least with your mouth.
They're getting some wagons so we can move the silver. If Pisak wasn't lying, there's quite a haul there.
If Brabant doesn't want to go into the tunnels, I'll go with someone else.
With Ruthar's daughter, eh? One night wasn't enough for you.
I meant with somebody like Sam. He knows his way around the town underground too.
Oui. That is a good idea.
Why not? Maybe the cold down there will cool his hot head.
What will you lot do in the meantime?
We'll be doing the planning. We've got to bring those captured Italians to the Devil's Den somehow. They'll just sit tight till we give them back their legate, and then we'll let them all go.
The main thing is keeping Godwin away from the booze. Or we'll have no way of talking to the gents from Rome.
I'm going to go explore the underground passages that lead to the Italian court. Can you tell me more about them?
What exactly would you like to know?
Where exactly are the tunnels?
They run under most of Italian Street. Some are remnants of the original mine gallery, but other parts are much more recent. So far, only the section from Rutard Palace to the crypt under the church is accessible.
Well, the church is quite a long way from the court. If the tunnel has collapsed anywhere, we're out of luck.
If some part collapsed, we'd be the first to know.
Tell me more about this mine gallery.
It's been abandoned for years, but we could use it. According to the drawings, it's very close to the court cellars. Christian of Pisek confirmed it.
That's a very strange coincidence.
My father said King Wenceslas had long suspected he had enemies among his own ranks. Maybe he had an escape route built. He just didn't finish it in time.
What was the tunnel to the crypt used for?
It's a safe route for anyone who wants to disappear undetected. Just like the one we took to get here.
Has anyone ever used it?
No one that I know of. The servants used it to dispose of waste.
Waste? What kind?
It leads from the kitchen, so I'm sure you can imagine. Bones, scraps, slops.
Oh, wonderful. What exactly am I supposed to be looking for down there? What are we searching for?
We need to find and mark the point where the crypt wall joins with the tunnel. When we break through the wall, only a thin partition will be between us and the cellars of the Italian court.
But how will I know I've found the right place?
You can tell if there's a cavity behind the wall by the sound it makes. The gallery is also damp, so the spot might be a different colour.
So, I'll be knocking on the walls in the dark and looking to see if any is a different shade?
Well, yes. Pretty much.
Thanks for the advice. Anything else I should know?
You'd better hold your nose and look before your feet when you enter.
All right, then. I'll try. It appears we're supposed to go and mark the path for carrying out the silver.
I thought you were going with Brabant. He boasted that he knows those passageways.
Brabant backed out of it.
Perhaps he was afraid to soil that fancy coat of his.
Or he was just lying again. Well, are we ready to go and take a look underground?
Absolutely. Where is the entrance anyway?
In the kitchen.
That's a promising start. Let us go. Pho, that smell. How long have they been throwing shit down here? It is nearly up to my knees. Perish. Ah, and it's bloody slippery. Ugh. The nerve of Žižka and Dry Devil. I give them coin, and they send me to wade through shit. Stay close to me. The path might branch off somewhere. We would not want you to get lost.
You won't scare me. I'm not a child.
You are scared shitless, I can tell. Ugh, that stench. I wonder what schmuck feels the need to hide his stuff down here. Hey, what is that? There is someone here.
Come on. What's he fiddling with there?
Do you hear that too?
I don't want my fingers getting stuck inside.
So don't be an idiot. Try a little harder.
Never mind. Better come along. We have other work to do.
I told you I'd rather go to the cemetery up top, and we ended up here.
Don't think of it. The gravedigger will break his spade over your head if he got you in the act.
Old Francis, you must be seeing things.
What are you doing here?
Sitting around, twiddling our thumbs.
Is it not obvious? They are stealing from your Christian brothers.
Can't you be honest and steal from the living?
Why? Folks line up to buy these miraculous relics.
But that's sacrilege.
And what about selling indulgences? That's outright simony.
Who'd you sell the relics to?
We stay clear of selling. What if someone recognized their grandfather's thumb? That could be awkward.
Lennox, the gravedigger from Sedlet, sells them for us. It seems more trustworthy coming from him.
I know Lennox. Do you work for him?
We bring him what we find, and he gives us something in return. I'm sure he's waiting for us now.
And he'll be waiting for a long time.
How come?
We hid behind the altar. Then we broke in here at night, when the church was closed.
We were gonna wait a while before we got to work. Then we heard a loud noise.
Someone was a bit too keen and closed the lid of the crypt.
So, we're kinda trapped here.
Serves you right. That's what you get for disturbing the dead.
Wait, how did you two get in here?
That's what I'd like to know too.
Fuck off.
Suit yourself. We'll beat it out of you then.
Go to hell.
You got what was coming, whore son. Henry, stop that before it ends in some capora.
Somewhere else.
It must be somewhere else. It does not go any further, so it has to be around here
Oi,
somewhere.
that sounds
Take a look
different.
around.
We have it. That might do it.
Come, let us go back. Have you ever been to Kuttenberg? Before all this, I mean.
A long time ago. With Martin.
Is that so?
Aye. He was here on business and brought me along as help. But I didn't see much. Martin met with a customer in the morning, and we drove back home in the evening.
Perhaps we passed on the street and did not even know it.
Henry, good morning.
Good morning, Catherine. I see you got your beauty sleep.
You tease. Oh, I'm all dishevelled.
Sam and I walked through the cellar as far as we could and marked the spot where we should dig.
Well done. Brabant has found some men in the meantime. He may refuse to go down tunnels, but he does have his uses. Considering how much coin he promised them all, I reckon they'll do everything they can to make sure we get out alive. Oh, and while we're on the subject, take this. You've done a lot of good work. You deserve it.
What now then? Have you come up with a way to get to the legate and persuade him to take us to the Italian court?
I should say so. Hey, listen up, all of you. You're done for today, but get plenty of sleep. We'll chase you from your beds early in the morning.
Oh, is that really necessary?
It is. We'll be riding to Lorette's.
Cardinal Pozzo goes to bed with the chickens and gets up before the crack of dawn. After the morning prayer, he eats breakfast together with his retinue, and no one is allowed to disturb them. Most regular folks are asleep at that time, so everything should be nice and quiet when you pay him a visit.
If we don't persuade him to get us into the Italian court, we're fucked. So don't do anything stupid, right?
Should we be prepared for a fight?
That shouldn't be necessary. Godwin insisted he'll sort things out peacefully with the Cardinal, but I reckon we'll have to twist his arm a bit. And while Godwin's persuading His Eminence to put on a show with us at the Italian court, the Devil, Janosch, Kubienka and Ada will take his retinue away to the Devil's Den.
Hagen and Urso will be waiting for us there to keep them under guard.
So what exactly am I supposed to do?
Like I said, stand beside Godwin looking mean. With a bit of luck, that'll be enough.
Exactly. No killing.
Is everyone going there?
Everyone except Capon, Brabant, Catherine and Rosa.
What? Am I just supposed to sit on my arse with the women?
At least you'll get your beauty sleep. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
You said Pozzo has a band of soldiers with him. Wouldn't it be better if we all went?
And leave this place unguarded? That's too risky. Someone has to keep watch in case any uninvited guests come snooping around.
That stands to reason. We cannot leave ces belles dames alone.
Oh. All right, then.
All right. Let's get to work.
Report to me tomorrow morning, is that clear?
I was hoping you'd be coming with us in the morning. That's a shame.
Don't get me started on that. It can't still be dangerous for me, can it? I mean, it's been some time since our escape from Malashov. And von Bergov is locked up in Sukhdol. Well, at least I'll get a good night's sleep.
Just you wait. The real trouble will only erupt after we pull off that robbery.
True enough. But I'd still rather go with you. The only entertainment I have here is looking at the pretty girls and listening to Brabant's incredible adventures. Both of which can be entertaining, of course, up to a point.
I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat.
Oh? What's the matter? Are you scared?
No. But I don't want to leave Rosa and Catherine alone. With Brabant.
Well, well. Is our Henry a little jealous?
Maybe.
So, that night that you and Rosa were here alone...
Nothing happened. You have a very vivid imagination, Lord of Perkstein.
Oh, stop evading. She got under your skin, eh?
Now, she's pretty, but that's all there is to it.
Pity. You'd make a nice couple.
Morning, Kamoshko.
Good morning. All the best.
Thank you. Take the care.
You silly doggy. Did you hear about what's saying in the streets? No, I don't care for gossip. Nor do I. That's it. Important. I'm not Noblemen shall no longer look down their noses.
Did you see the hole by the Prague gate? Don't even start.
They say you're too bashful. I'm not some piece of meat that anyone can grab whenever they want.
That door's... You can't be here.
You are a piece of meat.
You see? Didn't even hurt.
So that if the city decided to turn against him again, we wouldn't be able...
What do you want?
I need to take a load off.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
I'd like to get to know one of your pretty bathmaids.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
Don't worry, friend. I'll happily grant you the rest you deserve.
You really know how to treat a girl. I hope I see you again soon. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
I had a fellow from Nuremberg here recently, so I can give you the imperial style if you'd like.
I'm in need of your services, Master Barber.
Happy to be of service. Come back anytime you'd like.
Come here, boy.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe here.
Greetings. Good to see you, friend.
How are you looking forward to parleying with the legate? Have you brushed up on your Italian?
It's an uphill struggle, son. I practiced with Brabant, but my memory's not what it used to be. Unfortunately, not many speak Italian round here. So at the court, I can bray like a donkey, wave my arms a bit, and no one will be any the wiser.
Will the legate be able to understand you at all?
No, you'll have to. I'm counting on my Latin, which I studied much longer. But I can't remember the last time I spoke it sober.
You're not planning on drinking before you meet him, are you?
There's not much chance for it. I can't drink in the morning on an empty stomach. And if I drink in the evening, I'll sleep it off overnight.
Where did you learn Italian, anyway?
From a Florentine. I met him amongst the mercenaries. All I know about him is his name was Luca, and he had a wife and daughter at home. He probably joined the army to get out of some sportive bother. That's how most of the men ended up there.
How did he end up?
He fell at the Battle of Kosovo. I was right there.
I'm sorry.
Can't be helped. At least his worries are behind him now.
Good luck, then.
Thanks.
I don't feel much like moving somehow.
You said you could teach me something. What did you have in mind?
If you ask nicely, I'll share some of my hard-earned wisdom with you.
Very well, then, Lady Know-It-All. Let's say, then, I come on bended knee. What scholarship can you pass on to me?
That depends on what you're interested in. There's a whole world hidden inside of books I could talk to you about for days on end. Or if you prefer actions instead of words, I can show you a few shooting tricks. But I warn you in advance that it will not come free. After all, there's nothing more valuable than scholarship. So, what would you like?
Maybe another time. Can we go to Lorette's now?
I reckon it's too late now, eh? We have to leave before the crack of dawn tomorrow, while it's still dark, understand?
Buono il pollo, eminenza. Dosi così, eh? Il cibo da queste parti fa un po' cagare. Ma che diavolo? Come cazzo vi permettete? Eh?
Sit the fuck down.
Nos non... Oh, fuck. Nos non cuer vos nos vos non vulnerabo. Nobis est petitio. No. Proposal. Ragazio. Ita. Ragazio.
Can you cut it short?
Fuck! Don't interrupt! Latin is tough when you're sober.
Andiamo, forza! After them! They mustn't get away!
Spara! Spara! Stai attento!
Oh, per un pelo!
Figlio di puttana!
Oh, per un pelo!
Stai attento!
Aiuto!
Se mai sei frisco, Henry! Spara!
Ci uccideranno!
Se mai sei frisco, Henry!
Oh, per un pelo!
Hey up, lad. Keeping all right, are you?
Well, do your best, don't you? That's all you can do, really, isn't it?
Guess in these times, no?
Yeah.
Not sure about this, though, eh? Who's keeping these roads? No one looks after them, you know.
My words exactly. I mean, no one gives a damn until some noble rides along, and then he's surprised.
Per amor di Dio, mi lascia in pace. Io sono un uomo di chiesa, capite? Non ho fatto nulla. Misericordiosa Vergine Maria. Cosa fine urgeni
curvato un gambe!
Aiuto!
Right, let's see him.
Nie chciał zamknąć gęby, to dostał. Nic mu nie jest lekko otumaniony. No przecież lekko dostał z bańki, no leciutko.
You've killed him.
No przecież nic mu nie zrobiłem.
You fucking killed him, you great Polish ox! You are going straight to hell for that.
Kurwa, do diabła, tylko nie to.
That's right, hell! And all those horned demons there will be taking turns with you. You just wait. They're going to be fighting over your Polish ass.
Przecież nie chciałem, no! Boże, czemu dałeś mi tak tępy łeb?
Strip them before their clothes get even more soaked in blood. You can undress His Eminence here.
Me? Why?
Because you're the legate now.
Well, that didn't really work out. What are we going to do now?
You heard, didn't you? We'll get rid of the bodies, get Godwin dressed up, and hope his legate act fools the church council. It's too late to back out now.
Well, maybe it'll be better this way. I wasn't sure the legate wouldn't betray us anyway. I trust Godwin a lot more.
Sure, I trust him too, but not so much his language skills.
Let's get out of here.
Agreed. Our business here is concluded.
Are you going back to Ruthar Palace?
Aye. We have to wash the clothes, get Godwin into them, and hope we don't all end up on the gallows. We still have some time, so if there's something you need to do elsewhere, feel free. I have the feeling there won't be time for anything else once we get started.
I'll go with you.
Fine. But what I said stands. This is the last chance to tie up loose ends. Are you sure?
No reason to waste time.
Henry?
Sam?
Stop playing the fool and try to get it right at least once. Buonasera, signori.
Who you call senior? Hey, we young.
Pojebało cię?
Are you listening? I said, buonasera. Mon Dieu.
Monsignore, mi spiace, but you've got it on back to front.
Oh, shit. How the hell can anyone know how it should be? Fuck. Now I'll have to take off all these layers again.
I'm yanking your pizzle, Godwin. I mean, vostra eminenza.
We'll have to wait at the end of the passage till they get to us.
How long will you take?
Devil knows.
I don't.
So says the man in lace and satin.
How are the preparations coming along?
We're done with the preparations. It's time to get to the task. The plan is simple. We split into two groups. One will go underground and wait till the other group, who'll disguise themselves as Italians, gives the sign where to dig.
Once we've tunneled in, we'll take care of the entire church council and carry off the silver from the court to Ruthard Palace.
Here, we'll load it onto the wagons and get it out of the city as quietly as we can.
Who will pose as the legate's retinue?
Godwin will pose as the cardinal, naturally. Janos Uher will accompany him to the council as his right-hand man. You, Capon, Brabant, and Ada will play the rest of the retinue.
Why us for?
Well, you're young, you look presentable, and well, you'll be pretty convincing in that attire.
Brabant will teach you some Italian. Janos is pretty good at it, but Ada will have to keep his mouth shut.
What should we do during the council?
First, you get rid of the guards, and then you clear the path for us. Meanwhile, Godwin and Janos will try to buy you as much time as possible.
And you have to keep in mind that those two buffoons at the council could blow our cover at any time.
And at that point, things could get pretty hectic in there.
But how will we tunnel through to you from the court?
Well, there's bound to be minting tools lying all over the place. You could do it with a finger up your ass.
And once you get to us, we go and get Godwin. What exactly do you intend to do with the church council?
We'll just lock them up. Having them at our mercy might be useful if anything turns to shit.
As it always does.
There's bound to be quite a banquet there, so they'll be all right for a while. And once they get out, they'll have other things to worry about.
By then, we'll be over the hills and far away.
You forgot about rescuing the lords.
We didn't. But they're not our main concern.
Excuse me?
The silver is our main goal at the court. If everything goes well, we'll free the lords.
But if we make a mess of it in there, the lords will have to fend for themselves.
Rose has been insisting we rescue her father right from the start. That's the only reason she's helping us.
There's already a good chance some of our men will die in there. There doesn't need to be any more deaths than necessary.
I promised Rosa we'd get Ruthard and the other lords out of there.
Whoa! I've been known to promise a lot less for a fuck.
Shut up. You've no idea why I made that promise. How could you?
If you say so. But you know how it goes. Talk's cheap. And maybe your becker'll be enough to get her to forgive you for any disappointment.
I'll go and get ready.
Start with Brabant. Maybe you can manage Italian better than Ada.
Can you teach me something in Italian?
Mon Dieu, this is not something in Italian. I'm trying to convey to you the essence of the Italian tongue in a few sentences. Do you know what kind of a task this is? Herculean, mon ami. Herculean.
All right, then. I'll try not to offend your linguistic sensibilities too much.
But you have to take it seriously. These blockheads are not listening to me at all.
To dlatego, że gadasz jak przygłup.
It sounds like baby. Mama, pee pee, poo poo.
Very well. We will start with a greeting, which you will need as soon as you arrive. Repeat after me. Buonasera, signori. Good evening, gentlemen.
Buonasera, signori.
No, no good. Once more. Buonasera, signori. Good evening, gentlemen.
Buonasera, signori.
Buonasera, signori.
That will do. Eder?
Buonasera, signori.
Perfect! You meet some Italian. You make him bleed out of ears.
Next, you have to know how to say thank you. We will say that fairly often. Every time someone opens the door for us or offers us food or drink. Molte grazie. Thank you very much.
Molte grazie.
Molte grazie.
That will do. Eder?
Molte grazie.
If I didn't know, I think you want to eat me.
Zamknij ryj, albo odgryzę ci rękę.
If you are somewhere where you should not be and you get caught, you will need an explanation. You got lost? For example, scusi, mi sono perso. Excuse me, I'm lost.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
That was very good.
Curva. I tried to fuck with him and he prized me instead.
What did you say, Janosch?
Nothing.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
That was pretty close. Now let us try something more complicated. Fatta la legge, trovato l'inganno. Every law has a loophole.
Fatta la legge, trovato l'inganno.
Fatta la legge, trovato l'inganno.
Parfait.
Co to za brednie? Nie nauczę się tego gówna.
You know, that sounds like goat pissing on a drum.
Whatever you say, let us move on. O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra. Either you eat the soup, or you jump out of the window.
O mangio la ministra, o salto dalla finestra?
No, not like that. The intonation is all wrong. O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra. Either you eat the soup, or you jump out of the window.
O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra.
O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra. Ha!
Very nice!
To też jakieś duby smalone.
It is an expression. Loosely translated, it means play by the rules or do not play at all.
Ah, I like it more with the soup.
Jam, że jest Polak. Nie chcę udawać kogoś innego, zwłaszcza nie Woloszyna.
And one more phrase. Sei proprio un bacala. You are a real salted cod.
Sei proprio un bacala.
Sei proprio un bacala.
Sam jesteś bakalarz, głąbie.
Excellent, Janosch. Almost perfect.
What does that actually mean?
It is another saying, a refined way of mocking someone. Well, I think we are finished. Any more? And you would get all mixed up. And if you are in a tight spot, leave it to me. D'accord?
What are we going to do now?
Mademoiselle Rosa will give you some clothes to change into. When you look the part, go and see Godwin.
Are the clothes for Goodwin's entourage clean enough?
Some of them have a bit of blood on them, but we don't have time to wash them.
But we could at least stitch them up. The legate's robe only needs a few stitches. But when Janosch tried to stuff himself into his hose, the whole seam came loose.
Damn it! They weren't made for his fat ass.
Brabant said you had a change of clothes for me.
Everything is ready in that chest over there. You'll have to try not to make it too obvious that it's just a disguise.
Well, don't worry. I'll fight the urge to chew with my mouth open and blow my nose into my sleeve. Anything else?
Don't get yourself killed. All the silver in the world isn't worth your life.
I'll do my best. And thanks for the clothes. This is how you're preparing for the council, Your Eminence?
Aye. This whole business has got me shook up. I'm kitted out like a jester, and my arse is soaked in sweat. And on top of that, I have to pass myself off as an Italian. Such a stupid way to lose the legate. I'd like to wring that Polish idiot's neck.
Well, you'll mostly be speaking Latin at the meeting, right?
Aye. But as you heard, I'm not very good at it while sober. Let's hope they have enough wine at that meeting.
How's the Italian going?
A bit better now. Brabant taught me some. But I'll need booze to help me get through the rest.
Janos Uher could help you. He's entertaining even when he's not talking.
Him? If I know him, he'll be gorging himself until we haul him off, along with the silver. Or until someone kills him.
Can we leave now?
Oh well. It's time.
Lead on, Your Eminence. Godwin, from now on, only speak Italian. Got it? Remember, you're a cardinal. Nice and dignified, no sudden moves, and be nice to people. I'm sure the local merchants wouldn't mind if such a rare visitor bought something from them.
Non capisco.
Just that convincingly. Buy yourself a figurine or something, I don't know. Let's go then. Buonasera, signori.
Buonasera.
Buonasera, coloni. Eh?
Cazzo!
Sei proprio un baccalà.
Signores, signore, senti, italiano, cardinal!
Scusi, Corno.
Vedi?
Cosa offri?
Guarda yourself, signore. Reliquie, rare, true arte.
And Gutenberg delicacies.
Mangiare, capisci? No, tutto lo preso. Nearly gratis.
Mangiare? Cosa hai di buono da mangiare?
Soltanto esquisite, a thing, yummy, mmm.
And everything's almost fresh.
Allora parla. Esagera.
You don't need dire due volte, signore. I have a vera salsiccia de Gutenberg, piena di carne, really good, yummy, mmm. Anche bacon from Gutenberg, tanto tempo maturata.
Hardly a tiny hint of green in it.
And if you would like a pane de Gutenberg, se ne ho.
There's no sawdust in it at all.
And finally, una potion di herbe che allevia hangover. It clears your testa y cama, the stomaco benche siciliano consumate se glasses of strong beer.
Tried and tested.
Cosa scegli, signore? At your service, signor?
Non voglio niente, amico. Mi aspettano alla corte italiana. Mi inviano per qualcosa di importante.
I have no dubbi, signore. Allora, take care, and in bocca al lupo.
God be with you, Cardinal.
Welcome to Gutenberg. Go back where he came from.
God bless.
Signore, welcome to Gutenberg.
Vobis benedico.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ave.
Avete, vos etiam, illustres domini, sum Hieronymus nas, hodiernum conventum egregium constituo cutne antique civium concili iuso.
Ave, meaide Gianni Unger, This Cardinal Legate Lorenzo Pozzo, excusing my language.
Bene, bene. Non necesse est ut te intendas.
Cardinalis Lorenzo Pozzo.
Exoptatus vos video, cut ne antique, Eminencia.
Tempus non perdamus.
Ad libitum. Domini inseque menime. Manete. Insolitum. Te... Alecunde te novi. Haven't we met somewhere?
Id credes. Enrico talam benignam faciam habet. Non primum creditur eum novice. Roma nunquam egressus est. Certe hernice? Certe Romanus superbus est?
Sì. Fatta la legge, trovato l'ingano.
Vero.
I could have sworn that somewhere. Nihil refert. Introveniamus, Domini. Exe aula italica. Utinam vos sonitus non turbaret. Signatoris ad hunc laborem hodiernum non perfetsurunt. Mox finient et tranquillitatem habebimus. Aula italica est moneta media finium bohemicorum. Tantum eoloco grossum verum licet codere. In fabricis cornos dexteri aulae, bacula argentia feriuntur. Ex quo numi cudantur.
Et ubi feriuntur numi.
Iuxta scalas in aream est ipsa moneta. Brevi tempori iam videbite.
A word. Can I interrupt you?
Expectamur. Yes, but keep it brief, would you? What are the lords complaining about this time?
What do you think? They are worried they will not be getting any sleep again.
They can rest easy. This is a church council, not some villager's boozer.
It had better be.
Listen, Chaba. It's nice you care so much about their comfort, but you're weeping over the wrong grave. I'll have some more wine sent to them. Maybe it'll dull their senses and they'll sleep like stones. Will that be enough?
We will see. Neither you nor the steward have to listen to their whining all the time.
De mora me excuso. Exe Chaba Molnar. Dicitur eum virum validissimum ex regno Hungaria esse. Hoc tempore hic. Unum munus facit. Set non moremus. Pergamus. Etse preghaus. Hic grossa cuduntur. Si vultis. In ordine vos ad portabo et unum proprium cudere poteritis. Aliquiste convenire cupit domine cardinalis. Etse imperator custodum aule Italice Iosifus Cabrini. Verus Italicus.
Benvenuto fra di noi, Sua Eminenza, Cardinal Pozzo. Non vedevo l'ora di fare la conoscenza di un compaesano.
Buona giornata, amico mio.
Avete un accento strano, un po' duro, del nord. Siete davvero nato in Italia?
Sono di Venezia, del nord.
È veramente strano. Non parlate mica come un italiano, piuttosto come uno straniero.
Leave the cardinal be. We have to go. Excusame, Eminencia. Possumus ne peregere?
Eamus.
Excellent. Giuseppe.
Yes?
The cardinal and his aide are coming with me to the hall. See to it their retinue is made comfortable in the kitchen.
As you wish. I will take care of it.
Insequeme, queso. Eos eminentia cardinales Pozzo.
Mihi excusate morum, cum gaudio do tibe in abatia nostra sed lice hospitium sed circumstantia difficilis sicut.
Tue emensia. Fraternitas Christi corporis ecclesiam sanctae Barbarae edificat ad moiarem Dei gloriam. Posnustat toto urbs.
Et veritatem non vult accepere, sed lice monastarii gratia mons cutnum magnus est.
Sancta Barbara, patrona frassorum.
Eternitas tua imperamentum est in communi ad diem. Nobis non est opus areo templo. Consentisne mihi cardinales.
Venite, sodales cari. Puto melius esse primo bibere. Audivi vos habere in urbe viniam.
Ne gravibus loquamur ne incaramus in mundanas voluptatis. Recte arbitratus sum contentionum vestram nullum eventum habuisse.
Incomode ita est. Pars contrario non vult ex proposito sua exire, quod inter nos discordium seminavit.
Monasterium non vult mente comprehendere, credentes novum templum habere vele. Donationes in proximis annis clare ostendunt urbem sodelitati. Pnevitiae et sanctae Barbarae suffragari.
Sed nova tempora sunt. Rex sigus mundus declaravit se statum sed litia malini sostenere.
Dic nobis cardinalis, quae est opinio pape Bonifaci hoius casus?
Papa resolutus non est. Idio hic sum ut ambas discordiae partes auditorum sim.
Bene, discoramus de toto casu.
Temporis satis habemus, fac tot rogatos quod vis.
Colec vere cum ambabus discordiae partibus et cogitate opinionibus tuis. Tempus habes, ut de omnibus rebus bene cogitatus sis. Cum resolutos eris, fac certiorem adjuvetorem tuum, et fac sermonem finalem in quo decretum tuum nunciabis.
Intelligo facile non erit. Opus est omnia bene. Loqui, colloqui, discurrere.
Bene te habes, cardinales?
Ego, potio egio fauces sica est.
Hey, signor Cardinale?
Cosa vuoi?
We must help Henry and others some way.
The best way to help them is not to give ourselves away.
I say nothing. It's up to you and your Latin speaking.
I'll have to help it a little.
I get it. We're lucky we got lots of booze here. But do not go crazy.
I won't, Ma.
And I see that fella who bring us here. He watch you close. You got to make like real legit.
Christ, you're making me even more nervous than I was before.
Easy, Kamashko. Just make like you know what you're doing, like you understand these dumb church fuckers, blah, 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 blah. And I have one more good idea.
Allora, dimmi.
How you talk about wine supply, Janos think, hey, I ask for more. I send guards to town, they gone. Our people not have to fight with them.
E allora?
Janos has one more idea.
Qualcos'altro?
You can say, hey, good food. Then send for cook.
Why would I do that?
Our boys in kitchen, hey? Cook gone, they can sneak out, right?
That makes sense, all right.
But first taste some food, so you do not look like fucking Humai.
I think the abbot is right. Why venture off the beaten path?
What are you blabbering about, Franz? Cardinales, loquere possumus.
Come here. Domini?
Cardinalis, bonus inter nos es.
I hope he'll understand you. You can't speak proper Latin even when drunk.
That's right.
You don't even know your dico dicere, so shush.
Rogare quid vele, nos hic ile aduavare.
Sciri velibam aliquis di his concilium. He speaks almost like you.
Maybe he's making fun of you.
Shut the hell up.
Certo, ego te omnia dicere, non edificare templum sancta Barbara pro urbs malum magnum est. Eius sanctitas intelligere, quod metallici, incolas urbs et vulgus mons cutna vele proprium sacrarium.
Tell him the abbot's a moron.
Come on now, Wenzel.
Abbatis Ioannes durus et non sedere, nec non archiepiscopus Praga Zbigniew Zaitz non procedere.
Here's an even bigger moron, old alphabet.
Itaque nos sperare in justitia sancta sedes.
Commodo videtis iusititia sancta sedis?
Debere nos sustinere. Barbara debet esse independente.
Debet?
Vos votare, malum arbitrium agere.
Did he even understand you?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like he did.
Cur hic custosus?
Well, tantum custodes honor, non debere timere.
Bene. Prudens videtur, cum dignitatem videtur.
Nos gaudere.
What did he say?
Some courtesies, apparently. That's all he seems able to say.
What a peculiar legate he is. Ebire debuit.
Salve, cardinalem.
Salve.
Shall we? I think the abbot is right. Why venture off the beaten
My
path?
hands have stopped shaking.
What are you blabbering about, Franz? Sedlitz takes advantage of Kuttenberg and wants more and more.
Exactly. The Benievitz parish priest understands us, and he's on our side.
The abbot?
Quid tu velle?
Mons cutna magno peri puchera urbs est. Vere gemma.
Verbum tuum nos gaudio implet.
What does he say about Kuttenberg?
He likes it.
Well, that's good, eh? Ask him if he bought anything here.
They've already drunk half the vineyard on the town's bill, so he could spend some groschen to make up for it.
Hic esse multi venditores excellentes. Tuiam emere hic aliquid?
Nihil notandi animadverti.
Incommodum. Tu aliquid invenire.
I'll gladly sell him something. Maybe some wine. At least we'd make up for what they drank in Lorets.
Aye. Make him pay through the nose.
Valete, Domini.
Nobis honor fuit, eminentia.
I think the abbot is right. Why venture off the beaten path?
What are you blabbering about, Franz? Sedlitz takes advantage of Kuttenberg and wants more and more.
Domine Hieronymi.
Quid vis, cardinalis?
Hoc vinum bonum est.
Gaudio id audire.
Putasni unum vel duo vasa sumeri potestis. Papa vinum amat. Quis non amat.
Certe, legatum in celem vinarium mito, vinum accipiet eos sanctitas optimum. Milda, find Joseph and tell him to send someone to get more wine. Take a barrow and bring me 3 kegs.
Cibus speciem pugram habet, et magnanimis sapet, dexterum viri qui hanc dapem paravit velum agitare.
Bene, eum ad volabimus. Tonda, go and bring the cook in here.
Inusitatum est quod ministri non ad sint.
Multum doleo. Silecet ad esse debent.
Sed non ad est.
Debuit advenire 4. Promesit id arsaciorem esse. Sed non advenit. Et non primo.
Accidit.
Damn that front her cool down.
Quid dixisti?
Nihil. Excuse me de incommoditate. Uterque autem sic deleget it quod vult.
Introduces ni mihi alios homines qui concilio aderunt.
Magnus jam novisti. Abetem Johannem et sacerdotem Conradum. Personam archiepiscopatus Pragensis gerit Dominus Albicus. Et Dominus Musa ex malia eruditus in Sigismundi area est. Quoque Domini Andreas Polner, Franciscus Rosenthal, Vaclavusque vos Schucher, e maximi in colae montes cutna sunt. Non nulli conditores advenire non poterunt propter res, et alii in turi palazzi clausi sunt.
Ave.
Dominus tecum.
Domini Abbas.
Vestra Eminentia.
Laudetur Dominus Jesus Christus.
Admiratus sum pulchritudine et magnitudine montes cutna.
Sepe audimus, ab omnibus partibus.
Infeliciter ita peregrini putant, nos qui juxta sumus alias sententias habemus.
Ita. Sub semine lucenti, occultatur locus plenus peccatorum.
Crimina fraudes, occisiones, ea urbs animam suam quotidie perdit, id eventus factorum sodalitatis, quam plus tenet volumen numorum, quam bonum eus paretia honorum.
Cautus sum, igitur nihil eme, nullo victima venditorum ambulantium esse.
Metaphysisti cardinales, cauti esse debemus.
Mons cutna infeliciter multos improbos trahit. Species venditorum habent, sed latrones sunt.
Ut inquit, Pater Petrus, dirigentes esse debemus.
Cire velum que rogatus vestri sint. Paucis verbis et concrete queso.
Bene, summarium faciemus.
Prosus simplex est.
Rogamus ut monastario et paritiae malanensi, auctoritas revertat que semper eorum fuit.
Praecipuum ius baptimatale et funerarium, curationem totae civitatis malinensis, et praesertim patem ex reditibus metallicis.
Sodalitas est dissolvenda, eis templus antipapale diruendum. Et ut lapida usuris sint ad proposita larabilia.
Traditiones sustinemus, non rebellionem sine causae et sine Deo ut ei.
Potestis ne Paulum explanare.
Monasterio nostro condito, mons cudna administrabatur, a clareti paretiales ed emanenensi et sedletio. Vincula inter monasterium et in colas urbanos, non fuisse semper excellentia, ad nocere debeo, sed ex eis ambe partes utilitates capiebant.
Paretia malinensis propter fama montis cutna multos homines claros trahebat. Apprentices et principales patres ecclesiae ex toto regno de sete contendebant quam honoratus occupo.
Sed cum reditus et pretium argente otiora fuerunt. Inculae urbania vidi facti sunt. Desierunt ea partire cum malino et sedletio. Propriam paretium cupiebant.
Reverentiam et indisciplina est.
Et hec omnia non sunt.
Novum templum extra orbem stuere ceperunt, in solo quod clerici parotialis edes benevitiane erat.
Antecessor meus id non permisit, ed flagravit discordia quae ad hoc durat.
Quam hodie cum auxilio auctoritatis date tibi a Sancto Papa denique persolvemus.
Conabor. Sententiam vestram intelligo etiam propter traditionem. Sub iure canonico autem processius sodalitatis legitimus est.
De hoc disputandum est.
Credemus fabricatione edificationis sodalitas legem rupit.
De corruptella locuti sunt in statibus altissimus, hoc concilium agnoscere non possumus.
Scire velum plus de hominibus qui concilio aderunt. Summa summarum quae sententia omnium sit. Discorde causam clare novi, sed melius intelligere volo.
Laetus tibi explanabo. Personum sodalitatis geret et cerdos, penditianos conraris et, famulus eius et cerdos Antonius ex Visoca.
Fanatici sunt. Fanatici qui improba facere possunt.
Et musa ex Maria etiam adest. Quem misit rex Sigismundus?
Musulmanus est, qui dicitur peritum in iuribus nostris esse.
Ad hoc occasio non fuit eo plus quam salutationes dicere. Sed bene bohemice loquitu.
Dicitur eum pluris linguas novice quam Sigismundum, sed nestio curat sit.
Dominum albicum ex Vinisova autem bene novimus. Monastarium nostrum sepe visitavit.
Legatus archiepiscopi pragensis est, et arbitror eum nostus tenturum esse.
Dissimilis in colarum montis cutna, qui advenerunt pro sodalitatem pugnatum. Sed sitos sias eos sententias superficiales habere. Non debemus eis respectum habere.
Intelligo. Non puto mi sententias in colarum urbis accepturum esse. De concilio ecclesiastico loquimur. Numus nunquam altior esse potest voce Domini nostri Iesu Christi.
Benedictis cardinales.
Amen.
Dominus vobiscum.
Et tecum, eminentia.
Magister.
Tua eminencia?
Musa es ex malia?
Adduce tua domine.
Cures in hoc concilio? Non ies Christianus?
Christianus non sum, sed multum de Iesu Christi doctrina didici. Tenet me strictura et hierarchia ecclesia vestre. Notabilis est. Ad vitsum Sigismunde area accedo et conarboro solutionem discordiarum inspicere. Praesipue modum in quo solvetur.
Non dubito quin dissertatio tecum fructifera futurum sit.
Gaudeo.
Potesti mihi disceri quid arbitraris de hoc concilio.
Gaudeo te sententiam meam, sire vele. Monastarium sed Latianum et Paritia Beneficiana se contendunt de Sancta Barbara Templo. Quod non parvos numus, a conditoribus vert, sed lesium ad hoc tempus meliorem statum habet. Meritus eos est quod adfesium factum sit. Conato hunc statum conservare. Paritia Beneficiana Sancta Barbara edificatione ex aerum auctoritate alabe vult. Fortasse eos vult superare. Id non accidet. Unico solutio est ios adducere ad reconciliationem, ad postremum, ex maiora Iesu Christi gloria nituntur. Tantum sententia mea est, non necesse ude eat consentias.
Prudens videtur. Gratias ago.
Lebenter.
Gaudio nova audiri. Dic mihi aliquid aliud dete.
Geste mea mirabilia non sunt. Talibus hominibus ut mihi in sede sancte certe multus obvium factus es. Eruditionum cupio. Studio initiala tumbuti me natali feci. Iuribus cari et mediciane granati studui. Praeterum vaietur sum dicam. Fatame ex malia mea natale paramacam ad al-Andalus tolerunt. Postia in Venatias et sultani palatium. Et repente in Hungaria apud regem Sigismundum aram. Longa narrata.
Omnia magnifica sunt, de itineribus tuus audiri velum, sed timio ne te retiniamus.
Benedictis cardinales. Utenem mox ad sermonem redivistimus post acta.
Abire debeo.
Intellego. Fortunam tibi ex optimo.
Hai un'altra idea?
Maybe we do something about guards too, but I not know what.
Fratres in Christo.
Vestra Eminentia.
Laudatur eum in eternitatem.
Audiri velam rogationes partes tue, id est sudalitatis. Si potestis, breviter et clare.
Ad libitum, Eminentia. Magis auctoritatem monasteri et clerici paratialis edis malenensis non toleramus. Tantum de utilitatibus suis cogitant, non de utilitatibus orbis.
Et acve, volumus integram independentiam sed eletsi, et transitionem omnium iorum sacrum sodalitati.
Sed letium auctoritatem suam in parte orientali montis Cutna conservabit. Urbs et tota regio occidentalis debet pnevitia esse.
Principale templum montis Cutnae sancta Barbara erit, et tote peciunie ex regione ad eius edificationem erunt.
Simplex non est. Potestisne melius explanare.
Multos annos mons Cutna administrata est a clerici paratiales ede melinensi, subordinata monasterio sed letiano. Omnes capelle montis Cutnar, omnes reditus malino vel sed letio dare debebant.
Clare, id non placebat in collis montis Cutna, nam capellam propriam non habebant, et maiores vectigales solvebant.
Namque sodalitatem Christi corporis condederunt, et pragensem capitulam urgebant, ut possent propriam templum struere. Malinum et sed letium obiverunt, et cum ancestore meo sentiverunt, in clerici paratiales ede pnevitiae.
Deceptio mihi videtur.
Crede mihi, conati sumus id recte facere, sed possibile non fuit.
Sancte Barbare templum directe post castrum urbanum crescere sepid, extra clarici paratialis edis malenensis auctoritatem.
Sed id non placibat neque monasterio neque sacerdoti malenensi. Idio tota auctoritate sua usi sunt, ne maxime edificationes progressum impedierent, et denique eam inhibuerent.
Nupe que vivumus adipici recognitionem a papa adius baptismale et funerarium, sed lesium autum recusat id agnoscere.
Sodalitas tantum unum pensum habet. Totam discordiam solvere, ut in cole montis cuthno propriam suam administrationem spiritualem possint disponere.
Et denique renovare nostre sanctababre templi edificationem, metallicorum patrone et urbis protectricis.
Intelligo. Ex corno vestro omnia ratione imbuta videntur. Verum intelligo cur monasterium clarici paretialis, ed esqui marinenses rogatus vestros impleri nolint.
Nosc vocve intelligimus.
Sed non possumus sedere.
Status simplex non est. Considerare profunde debio. Potesni mihi explanare qui consilio adsent, et qualis status occupent. Certior factus sum de fundamentis discordiae, sed ex latiore, personaliore angulo cogitare velum.
Ad libitum, cardinalis. Contrari nostri hic adsunt, abasiones et sacerdos malinensis Petrus.
Communicatio cum eius difficilis, cum bobus, obstinati impositus suus sunt.
Et per illustris Dominus albicus ex Venesova adest, qui loco archiepiscopatus pragensis loquitur.
Magna id cognita, sed fortasse nos sustinebit.
Etiam adest peregrinus, discipulus ex Sigismundi aria, recte nescio quid hic faciat.
Neque ego sio, dicunt eum bene bohemice loqui, sed cum eo locutos non sum. Sincere, me species eus teret.
Etiam adsunt in cole locales. Hi probabiliter nos sustinunt. Sed nunquam sire possumus, quid pos nostra terga dicant.
Deus iudex noster erit. Nunc nemini et nihilo credere potes.
Veritatem dictis, frater. Diabolus nos quotidie tentat, sed nos in via ad nostram salvationem morare debimus. In via nostra fortunati esse debimus, differentias superare. Sic nos dicit Christus.
Consentio. Amen, cardinalis.
Amen.
Mons cutna est veri pulchra urbs, fortasse pulchrior quam Roma est.
Judicare non possum. Tantum sacerdos rusticus sum vestra eminentia, sed certe bene decitis.
Sancta Barbara nos adfert ad maiora.
Mons cudna una ex maximis urbibus tempore presenti est, gemma argentea.
Ita, Italisi, Germani, Judei, quoque id putant.
Tu ipse id vidisti. Venditores locale tibi persuaserunt alic vid emere.
Alicuvando tentationibus succumbimus.
Nihilemi. Ad emenda non adveni, sed vestre discordiae gratia.
Ita consilia graviora curare debes, id veritas est.
Spero te nunc directe constitutorum esse.
Valete.
Dominus tecum, eminentia.
Pos multos annos discordiae denique sparamus in justitiam, cum letitia sermonum tuum finalum audeam.
Salve, magister.
Cardinalis Pozzo, me ministine me?
Certi. Albicus ex unisova es. Tantum non memini undi nos videremus.
Patavi nos insidimus. De jure canonico discuristi.
Meministine que conditio fundamentalis sit iurus canonici?
Certe, Vestra Eminencia, conditio fundamentalis juris canonici est, quod jus divinum violare non possit, anno proximo peritiam rerum magistralium probabo. Excellenter paratus sum, de hoc nolle dubitare, sed credet aliquod aliut rogare voluisse?
Sententiam tuam de concilio ecclesiastico rogari velum.
Putos scurilum iocum esse, mons cutna pars melini fuit, curdivitias molera paretia marinensis, fuiset melios si sodalitas prudenta regisit, conditorus numos suos utilius adhibere possunt, ad renovationem monasteri exempli gratia. But impossibile est ibi vivere.
Quid facies tu in loco sodalitatis?
Radiam ad paretiam malinensem, et nihil faciam pnevitia.
Mons cutna puchra urbs est.
Nescio, sincere, patavium ad amavi. Ibi festination est. Vita tranquillius fluit. Sed nonne id benest sis.
Potavium puchrum est.
In monte cutna faciliter in viis te decipiunt. Spero te fraudatoris non invenisse?
Nihil emi.
Bene fecisti, cardinalis.
Dicitur te bene regum vaclavum novisse. Qualis est?
Ut amicus generosus essequit. Facetias intelligit et sociabilis est. Ut monarcha autem similis patris suo non est. Tenent eam superficialia, sed non puto eam mereri in sala benevolentia esse. Spero eam brevi tempore liberum futurum esse.
Perfecte intelligo. Regis rapere et in carcerem cognicere facta barbara sunt.
Id subscribere possum.
Qualem habes opinionem de Sigismundo? Cum exercitu in terram nostram erupit.
Sigismundus oppositus est vaclavo. Bene sit quid faciat et cur, cum rigidus esse debet, non audet diligente regere. Sincere mihi notabile videtur, si liquis ex Luxemburgicis occasionem habet ostendere id, quod ostendet imperator Carolus, Sigismundus id facere potest, non arbitraris?
Tecum sensio. Sigismundus ingenium imperatoris sine dubio habet, nunc eum impleri debet.
Ego credo. Poste id quod eo in Hungaria venit, credo eum omnia facere posseque vult.
Nunc me excusa, magister.
Secundum desideria tua. Be with you, sir.
Cardinalis, quid agitur? Patris mane.
Shall we get going?
Get started once you are ready.
You're the one who should begin.
Yai, kurva. All right, we do this. Worthies, be quiet all, please. You all been waiting for this moment. Now will be decision. Let us hear words of legate sent by Him Holiness Pope Bonifacia, Him Eminence Cardinal Lorenzo Pozzo.
Domine Abbas, patres ecclesiastici, Domini incole urbis, hodie convenimus in splendido congressu, ut problema grave persolvamus.
cuius est administratio spiritualis urbis, et quis fundationem edificationis templi sancte Barbara dicate curabit, commendato sancto patre legato sum, ut sententias vestras audiam et discordias ad secula seculorum persolvam, cum ambabus partibus locutus sum. Rogatus quid consilium meum sit benedictum auctoritate papale. Consilium albici ex vnisova audiam. Ad traditionis redere debemus quae secula inter nos erant. Montem cutna semper malinus et monasterium sed Letianum administrabant. Novi mores solum dissensiones creant. Sodalitas sedere. Et terrena sua ad administrationem clarici paretialis edis originales revertere debet.
Sed res mutate sunt. Mons cudna urbs dissimilis est quam prius. Albicus pragae sententiam defendit quae invidia plena erat. Mons cudna nunc divitior, patentior et liberior est.
Liberior non est et nunquam erit, id tantum cupitis.
Mane, domini abbas, animadverti dominum, cardinalem potso in usitate in consilio consulere.
Consilium meum est cum fundamentus super informationes quae accepi. Vis ne verbum sancte sedis dubitare?
Non, sed...
Nemo ad qui dubitare vult eminentia. Consilium tuum colimus.
Ita, sine dubio.
Non dubito quin consilium rectum seperes eminentia.
Audite nunc consilium meum quod fiducia pape Bonifaci sustenetur. Donationes urbanas ecclesiasticas tantum monasterium sed Letianum et clarici paretialis edes marinensis administrabunt, sodalitas dissolvenda, et clarici paretialis edes pneviciana, pars clarici paretialis edis marinensis sit.
Possibile non est. Visne nos dissolvere, sic tantum post multos annos pugnarum et passiones, quos sodalitas habuit. Talia acta neque nos, neque in cole montis cudna nolumus, vos reverentia egere demonstratis. De eo considera, queso.
Placatus sis, pater Conrade. Intelligo te turbatum esse. Sed preteribit, credite me de consilio meo conscientia mea considerare vele, iter quod vobis determinavi rectum est. Ad postremum omnes fines nova initia sunt.
Exacte.
Sed it in justum est.
Vita non semper justa est. Nihil hominus. Consilium Domini Cardinalis justum est.
Non nullis.
Aspece ei, finis concili est. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Finally, after all these years, things will hopefully be all right again.
I wasn't expecting that.
Me neither.
I told you. So it seems Gutenberg is back in our hands, Father.
We'll never let it slip away again.
What will happen now?
Can't we appeal?
To whom? You've heard the word of the Holy Father.
Hail, Pope Boniface!
We'll meet next week to write down all the details. It's time to forget our old grievances. Sedlitz will make Gutenberg great again.
We lost. What can we do?
It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
Oh, that's settled then.
The rest is up to you, Henry.
Avete tutto, signori?
Sì, bella moia.
Does everybody know their part?
Let's go through it again.
I'll take care of the east gate and the guards around it. Vakalin will get rid of the guard at the west gate.
You may count on me.
Ada will get us some tools from the smithy so we can make a hole through into the corridor.
Jasna sprawa.
And you, Henry, will take care of the patrols in the courtyard and on the inner walls. But listen, everybody. We're supposed to stay in the kitchen until the council is over. So try to make sure the guards don't see you too soon. Keep it quiet. When this is all over, we'll meet by the well. Understood?
Got it. We'll go one by one, inconspicuously. I'll go out from the passageway last.
I noticed there's a door leading from there back to the walls. Maybe we can pass through it without anyone noticing.
Understood.
Agreed then. I overheard some of the guards leaving their posts on account of that damned legate. So, Godwin's doing his bit. All the better for us. Let's go. Inconspicuously and quietly, but quickly.
Enough of this. You're not in Italy, idiot. Punishment by the blade. My favorite. Fucking hell! Fucking hell! Show your stuff!
Did I imagine it?
Hey, what are you doing here, Italian? Let's go. To the kitchen, move it. Let's go. To the kitchen, move it. Wait for the cardinal and no skulking. Let's go. To the kitchen, move it. Wait for the cardinal and no skulking around. Strange.
Where are you? Why don't...
Oi! You didn't take care of those two at the gate. What the hell are we going to do?
I do not know. I simply cannot just kill them in cold blood. On the battlefield it is different, but this... I'm not a killer, parbleu.
So what's to be done now?
What are you doing here?
Que puis-je dire?
Baron Brabant decided not to go through with it. It was too risky.
Exactement. We had better take out the guards together. Or better yet, you and Chapon do it, I will watch your bags. Like in Malishov.
All right. Henry, should we do it?
Let's do it. Apparently, there's only these two left.
They don't seem to know about us. We can take them out quietly.
No chance.
Take him from the side.
Stop, Brett.
You're hardly worth
Where's Adder?
I would also like to know.
He should have been here by now.
What are we going to do?
Let's go and find him.
That seems like the right thing to do, but where to start? This place is huge.
Maybe he's in the kitchen. He was eyeing up that cook.
Surely you do not think he would?
That's exactly what I think.
Mais non. He cannot be such a fool. He would not jeopardize the success of the whole enterprise. Zizka gave clear commands.
Maybe he suddenly had more urgent commands from his nether regions.
No. No. I think he cannot find the tools. He will be holed up in one of those smithies, I'm sure.
We'll see what tools he's dealing with. Come on, Henry.
Hear that?
Mamma mia! Anna, ma cosa stai facendo?
Giuseppe, you're supposed to be guarding the gate.
Signore dei cieli, vedi come mi tratta questa donna? Appena mi giro un attimo si attacca al primo cazzo che vede!
Czy ty kurwa nie widzisz, że ja tu chędożę?
Sei uno dei nostri.
Mi dispiace, amico. La ucciderò! E poi me stesso!
Giuseppe, no!
Zitta! Sei una comune puttana! Mi occuperò di te più tardi! Questi signori non sono italiani! Sono dei truffatori! Proprio come quel falso cardinale!
What are you saying?
You confess now! Is true?
Aye, we are Czechs, and the Italian court will soon be ours.
My God!
Impostors! I know this from the start. Just was being polite. Silly me. Mamma mia! You pay me for this!
I'd think twice about that if I were you. Your guards are finished. No one can help you anymore. You've got no options left but to surrender. Otherwise, you'll be sorry. So what's it gonna be?
Non mi fai affatto impressione, impostore. Combatterò fino all'ultimo respiro. I study under Master Menhart. Me, an excellent swordsman.
To się jeszcze okaże.
Jesus Christ!
Venda! Help!
Możesz sobie wołać kogo chcesz. I tak, obaj szczęśniecie.
Hai capito bene. Combatti! Ehi, Cook! Come here! Vieni a darmi una mano con questi bastardi! Get them! Take them down!
Mordę!
What do you want?
What was that supposed to mean, Adder?
You were supposed to look for tools.
No i szukałem.
Oh, you were using your own tool on the cook.
I'm sorry we had to kill Giuseppe for this.
True. He didn't seem like a bad fella.
An unnecessary death.
Jaka kurwa niepotrzebna śmierć? Miał wybór? Miał! Nie wkurwiajcie mnie już.
All right, just don't get mad. I don't understand a word anyway.
Narzędzia mam. Także zabierzmy się do roboty.
To tell me you even found time to get to tools.
Bez pracy nie ma kołaczy.
At least he did something right.
Cicho! A teraz wszyscy pójdźmy do tej piwnicy i znajdźmy miejsce, gdzie łączy się z korytarzem. Ziszka ma stukać z drugiej strony ściany, więc chyba go usłyszymy.
Let's do it.
Nothing here. Shit.
It's not here. This isn't it.
Cisco!
Are you there?
Nothing here.
This isn't it. Here they are. I found them.
Fuck it, fellas. It's all cockeyed.
Lady?
Really as hell with that pen.
La cour italienne is ours.
Gentlemen, please forgive this interruption. I am Captain Jan Žižka of Trotznov. This is a raid, and you are my prisoners.
Well, at last! I've had it up to the fucking eyeballs here.
Guard, seize them!
Godwin, parish priest of Uzhitz, at your service, your saintliness. And now, shut the fuck up or I'll redden your fucking cheeks for you.
This is damn good.
And now, back to why we are here.
Mind the door. No one gets in or out.
Gotowe, panie dowódco. Wszyscy ocalali są zamknięci w sieni. Już nawet nie mieli siły walczyć. Kurwa, zero zabawy.
I'm not sure what you're saying, Ada, but nice work.
Do not forget the Janos. I help too, eh?
And now we go and get that silver.
Aye. The royal treasury awaits. Pull out that key, Henry. To the task.
Wait up, fellas.
What about the captives? This is not what we agreed to.
That's true, Žižka. We have to free the nobles.
The sooner the better.
The prisoners are being held in the chamber of King Wenceslas himself, so I assume they're not suffering too much.
I wouldn't mind a dungeon like that myself.
Our agreement stands, my lady. We'll free your father and the other nobles. But we came here mainly to deprive that ginger bastard of his silver.
We certainly did.
The silver's not going anywhere. But my father is imprisoned here by the most powerful man in Hungary. What if he gets the notion to harm him?
I can say something about this. Not every man of Hungary is crazy fuck. Not all is charming and handsome like Janos, but the Chaba he not so bad. You know what? You leave Janos, have words with him.
If you like. But take Ada with you just in case.
Zabawimy się.
I want to go with them.
You not trust us? Or what?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Henry here will go with you, Janos. He's proved his parleying skills many times.
More or less.
Let's go over it once more so you all know what to do. First we'll open the treasury, then Brabant's men will start taking the silver to Rutard Palace. Janos, Ada and Henry will go and talk to that Charber fella. Maybe we won't have to resort to violence. Once the lords are free, you take them to your palace, to safety.
As the captain commands.
Someone has to take watch on the battlements until we've taken out all the silver. We'll take turns. Got it?
Got it.
Got
Yeah,
it.
Jasne, kurwa.
sure.
And now, finally,
Silver!
open it up, Henry.
O kurwa, to nam kupi dużo ruchanka.
This is really gonna piss off that ginger Hungarian cunt!
You know the way to the Rufat Palais, mon ami.
All right, men. To the task!
Come on!
I hope they haven't harmed them.
Kurwa! Henry! You are deaf? More like he not give a shit about us.
A po co czekać? Sami się tym zajmiemy.
Yeah, you're right. More like he not give a shit about us.
A po co czekać? Sami się tym zajmiemy.
Yeah, you're right. We not need him.
Hold your horses, youngster. If you want to discuss something with me, nice and easy, all right?
The Italian court is ours, Chubba. Release the prisoners, and you won't be harmed.
Slow down, fellas. No sudden moves. How about we just talk first? About what you want, and what I want.
Yeah, we countrymen, we solve it peaceful way. Hey?
You are serious? You are from our country?
From Trenchin. Kezeluk.
Of course, that accent. What chance? I am from Buddha. but me and my wife live a short way from Cheta. We're almost neighbors.
Yeah? We neighbors? Maybe we know some same people, eh? So, you should be nice and let Lord go. We do not want somebody die here, eh?
Ale mógłby. I to diabelsko szybko. Niech o tym nie zapomina.
Listen, fellas. I watched you from the window. Clean work, I must admit. I also counted how many of you there are. More than enough to take on one man. Only that one man is me. If I have to, I'll roll all of you down these stairs, one by one. Neighbors or not.
Calm down, Chubba. We don't have to fight. I get you've got a job to do, and it's your duty to do it to the best of your ability. But nobody can ask you to get yourself into an unnecessary and unequal fight. Not even Sigismund himself.
I should decide such things myself. You are probably right. If I release them, mind, I am only thinking aloud. If I release them, what am I to say to Sigismund and his people?
You'll say you had no other choice. It was a life or death situation.
Well, I suppose you might go for that. Most likely, I will no longer be considered the strongest man in Hungary. And I will definitely be finished as the royal jailer. On the other hand, that means I will not have to spend all my time watching over people.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Time will tell. In any case, if I am to survive, I will have to personally deliver a report about what happened here to the court in Sedlec. But just to be on the safe side, I will send someone else with the report to Sigismund. Seriously now, I will give you until dawn. You have my word as a nobleman. That is all I can do for you.
I understand. Go with God, Chubba.
Farewell, gentlemen. And you, if you go back home someday, come and see me in Cheta. We will have a drink.
It will be a pleasure, Chubba.
Here is the key, and give my regards to the gentlemen. I hope they will remember me fondly.
Henry?
Papa!
My dear.
Father.
You have the gall to look me in the eye after letting him die? Your own brother? My only son. I never want to see your face again.
Wait, Lord Odorin. I think Godwin doesn't bear as much blame as you think.
No. How did you come to that conclusion?
There was nothing else he could do at that moment. He was in a difficult position. Christopher himself sent him to save the lords. If he hadn't gone there, even more people would be dead. He did what his brother asked of him. I'd have done the same. And you probably would too. Am I right?
I hadn't considered that. Perhaps I judged you too harshly, Godwin.
I understand. Losing Christopher must be very painful for you.
It's a pain that won't fade anytime soon. But with time, maybe we'll be able to talk about it.
Thanks, Henry.
Henry, thank you.
So it was a success.
That's a weight off my shoulders. We didn't get on as well as we might have, Henry. But maybe I misjudged you. I'll never forget what you did for us today. What you did for me. I want to offer you an olive branch, and I hope you'll accept it.
I accept, my lady. Thank you.
My pleasure, Sir Knight.
What will you do now?
We'll go back to Routard Palace and wait for you all there. That passageway is frightening. But what the hell? And then I suppose we'll ride out with you. Nothing good awaits us in this town anymore.
Can I do anything for you?
You've done enough already. But one thing crossed my mind. If you have the time, you could have a look in King Wenceslas' library. It's somewhere upstairs in the palace. I've heard there are unique manuscripts there, and I expect he won't mind if you borrow a few books from there.
So, farewell for now, Rosa.
Good luck. I'll pray for you all, Henry.
Henry, come here.
What do you need?
What do you think? I want to tell you something. Come here.
What are you up to?
What do you think? I want to take a good look around while we are here. I doubt I will get a second chance. I have always been hearing stories about the treasures of this place. If someone had told me when I was a little boy that one day I would be walking through the Italian court, I would say he was meshuggah. But look at me now.
So tell me, what can I find here?
Our people are not even allowed in here, but that does not mean we do not know what is inside. I have a pretty clear idea where to find things. There is a lot. Weapons, armor, silver, rare manuscripts, all sorts. If there's one place in the world where you can get rich, it is here. And I will take advantage of it. I deserve it for everything this town has done to my people.
What about the weapons?
As you might expect, they are stored in the armory. Upstairs, above the kitchen. There are some rare pieces there.
The silver is in the treasury, isn't it?
Of course. But not only there. You will find silver sheets used to mint groschen in the smithies and the Prechhaus.
What about those rare manuscripts?
The personal library of King Wenceslas is here, upstairs in the palace. It is said there are pieces there from Emperor Charles's collection. Those are surely worth a lot. Try climbing that spiral staircase and see for yourself.
You're not even allowed into the Italian court?
Jews are not allowed pretty much anywhere outside the Jewish quarter. People generally do not like us. But when they want to borrow some money or sort something out, then they come. Ingrates are everywhere.
Well, good luck, son.
And to you, make the most of every moment here. You will not get another chance.